Hello, Gun Nation. Big Johnson coming at you. All right. People wanted to know if you follow me on the Gun Nation chat. I do a live chat every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central. Please, if you want to check in, I do a lot of kind of showing things and talking about stuff like that on that chat that I really kind of don't do videos on. But I had a lot of people asking me. I talked about some products that I received that I wasn't super impressed with, and people were like, "What are they? What are they?" And I'm like, I don't really want to waste y'all's time. And they're like, "Well, you can actually help us out. We don't want to buy something that you really don't agree with or whatever." So I was like, "Okay, I'll kind of do some of those." So this is one of those. And I'm not trying to shit on a company. I'm not trying to beat them up. And if you like yours, that's cool. We're not going to go super in depth in this. I'm just going to kind of show you what this thing's about and see what your opinions are and, go from there. So take it for what you will. Like I said, if you own one of these and you like it, cool. I just want to share some things that I had problems with, and this is why I kind of don't recommend this. Again, not shitting on the company. They sent this free of charge. I did not pay for it. They reached out and said, "Hey, we'd like to send you this and give us your thoughts." Well, these are my thoughts. So if they want to watch this video, that's cool. I haven't heard from them since, so I don't know. But anyway, this pistol's unloaded. I've just got the mag in there and I've got it set up. Now, this is not the phone that I would use on this. This is one of my other phones. I actually use my iPhone Max, my big one, so it's taller in here, so you do get a better field of view. But this is kind of how it goes on. So it's a little bracket set up. It kind of clips onto your rail here. They used to have a different hookup on a rail. This is their version 2, and this one is actually pretty nice. I didn't experience their first one, but this is their version 2, and it actually goes on the rail super easy. So if you want to put it on the front of your rail, if you want to get closer to the phone, however you want to do it, you can do it. You just simply put it on there, turn this, and it locks on there. And it does not move, so it's very tight. And I will say this, the phone holder, it does have the little clips that go up, so it kind of cradles your phone, and it's got the little soft rubber in there. And this is a very nice phone holder. So you just put your phone in there and screw this top down, and it's kind of an aluminum knurling, and you just screw it down. It kind of comes down and kind of grabs around there. So that is a really nice setup. I mean, it is. No problems, nothing like that. So in the box, this is their big pack, and it comes with a rifle setup. If you want to put it on a rifle, all this other stuff. So it comes with a card, and I'm not going to show the card because this was my access to the virtual app that you have to download, so I don't want to show this card. I'm just going to leave that out, but it was kind of my unique access code. Once you buy this, you get that code, and it allows you to go into their app and play around with it and things like that and download it into your phone, because that's how it works. So here's your little tools they send. The tools are kind of jicky. I'm just going to be honest with you. They're not like American-made tools. They're kind of Chinesium and probably made out of pot metal. They're not that great. So I wouldn't be, you're not really cranking it down because a lot of this is polymer. But, like the screwdriver is pretty chintzy. I ended up using a different screwdriver because this didn't even really mate up with the screw heads very well. And then the Allen head, or the Allen wrench, did its job. So, but you've got different things here if you want to run this on a rifle. Got like the little peep sight thing, this, and it kind of, like when you go through, you can scan it and it kind of shows you like to download the app, and you can watch other videos how to set this up. But you'll see there's like a little lens down here in the bottom. Excuse me. Little lens down here in the bottom, and here's the other piece. But all of this goes to kind of the rifle part. So, after testing this, I was like, I don't want to put this on a rifle. So anyway, it comes in a nice little box. It has a magnetic closure here on the cardboard. So, it's a nice box. But down to it, and I'm not going to put down, I have the app on a different phone, so this one does not have it. So I'm not even going to really show how it works. Y'all can watch other videos for that. But you download the app. Then you go in and put your information in and all that other stuff, and it does upgrades and all that for your apps. That's all fine and dandy. However, as y'all know, I'm an optic shooter, so I definitely love optics. And they say you can use it with optics or irons. So, I was like, hey, that's cool. Well, anyway, when you download it and you have different options, you have like a shooting range, you have a zombie attack, you have like a jungle thing. I mean, there's all these different kinds of, you know, scenarios that you can run through, to shoot these bad guys and to shoot like cans, barrels, all these different kinds of things. Okay, I shoot optics. What I find is it gives you a dot here. Well, then you're looking through and you're staying target focused when you shoot through optics. So you're focused on your target, but you have a target and then you have a dot that pops up on the screen. So you're looking through here and you're trying to co-witness your dot, or kind of get your dot over the bad guy or over the target, so to say. You're kind of like moving your dot, and you want to kind of get it in your, because you're target focused. It's hard to explain, but you just want to transpose your dot, your physical dot here. When you're looking through at your target, you want to transpose your dot onto the bad guy or the target and fire. Well, they have a dot here too. So it's like you're trying to line your dot up on their dot, and it's just too much shit going on. It's like your dot's fine and you can put it on the target, but you pull it and it won't hit the target. You have to hit their dot. And I've tried to align it and do all these different things, like to sight it in, and I can't get it. I mean, I've followed it. I tried to do what they did, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's my fault. I kind of doubt it. I mean, I'm not completely ignorant, but aiming your dot to that dot to have it calibrated together is almost impossible. So if you were to put irons on here, it'd probably be fine. But if you're shooting a dot, you're trying to put your dot, superimpose it on the target while they have a dot, and those dots might not line up, if you're following me. Like, even if you stared at your dot here and lined it up to their dot there, yeah, you can hit it. But it's like, you don't want their dot on there. You just want yours to be aimed correctly to your phone or to the machine or their app. And it seems like it just won't. So, I mean, you can have like, if you're shooting a target and you're like, my dot is literally, I mean, you could even like set it up on a table and do it. And it's like, it still won't align. So it'll still show that you're off. So even if you bench rest it. So I don't get that. Also, it's kind of jicky when you've got it here and you're kind of moving it around and you're, walking through a town or something, like to shoot zombies. All of a sudden it'll just spin around. So then you'll be up against a wall and you're like, no, I'm walking straight. And then you physically have to turn your body to the wall and then it will spin you another way. It's like the gyroscope built in it or something is not correct. And I made sure it was upgraded. I did everything and it's still jicky. It'll start you off going backwards when you should be facing forwards. And here's another thing. Okay. When you are practicing dry fire, and of course the gun is unloaded, all of that stuff. When you're practicing dry fire, you are always to point your gun in a safe direction. Always. So I have a field behind my house. I'm inside my house, but I want to use the field, because that's a safe direction. Well, this app is wanting me to point towards my living room. It's like it won't change to point towards my back, pasture, so to say. It's like, no, it won't let you. So if you want to shoot, you have to aim it towards your living room where your family might be in there. So I don't like that. I want to be able to be like, look, this is the way I'm facing, so put the shit in front of me, and it won't do that. I've played with it, I've reprogrammed, I've re-downloaded it, I've done multiple things, and I just can't get it to work correctly. So I don't know if they just have a lot of bugs they need to work out, and maybe some people love this thing. Maybe it works perfectly for them. However, for me, it doesn't. So do I recommend Virtual Shot? Not personally. It's not that it's super expensive, because you can buy the whole pack like this, or you can get just the pistol version or just the rifle version, or however you want to do it. So they do offer different ones. So if you want to get it and try it out, that's completely up to you. However, I honestly cannot recommend it. So just sharing my experiences. I think I did everything correctly. Maybe I didn't, but it doesn't come with a whole sheet of instructions. Matter of fact, I watched a couple of other videos that I had seen, just making sure I was doing it right, and I was, even per their directions. But like I said, I personally cannot recommend you to purchase this and spend your money on it. Plus, it does get kind of old. If it was one of the big shooting, like wall units, like, y'all have all seen before, that's kind of cool. But, kind of looking around through your phone, it got old pretty quick. I'm just, like I said, they sent it to me. I said I would try it out. I did. I've had it for probably about 4 months now. I've tried it about more than a handful of times, probably 6 or 8 times. Downloaded it, redid this, redid that, reconfigured it, tried to aim it. I mean, I've monkeyed with this thing way more than I really should have, to be honest with you, in my opinion, and I call it a bust. So if you have any experience with this and I'm totally screwing the pooch, let me know. Say, hey, Big Johnson, you're not doing this right, or you're not doing that right. Let me know. I mean, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm just giving you my opinion as of right now. So I appreciate y'all so much. Any questions, comments, anything like that, leave it below. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate y'all as always. And remember, an unarmed nation's a very weak nation, so we all got to carry on.